A lot of bakers, both new and old, those who are just starting the business and those who have been in the business, are grappling and struggling with the effects and the challenges that have been posed to them and their businesses as a result of the pandemic. Now, if you are in this category, probably your country is still in a lockdown or is in a lockdown at the moment, this video is for you. In this video, I will be sharing tips on how you can still sell cakes in a lockdown, how you can still run your business in a lockdown, or how you can sell your cakes in a pandemic. Now, if it's something you're interested in, you definitely want to keep on watching because I'll be right back. Now, if you're meeting me for the first time as a result of this video, first of all, you're welcome. Welcome to my channel. And for the old subscribers, thank you so much for always being here. My name is Oluchi Imo, and on this channel, I share cake business tips, things that would help your cake business grow. I talk about entrepreneurship, personal development, and some other things as well. But in today's video, like the title has told you, or you've seen from the title and from the intro as well, I'll be talking about how to sell your cakes in a lockdown. I'll be sharing 5 tips and probably I'll add a bonus or 2. Now, the first thing you want to know is that social media is the in thing now. Like we all know that, right? It's not new. Okay, you can even say that it's a still news, but I need to say it that social media is the in thing now, and because of the lockdown, people are spending a lot of time. They're spending much more time than they usually would or than in past years currently on their phones. So they're on different platforms, just looking for ways to ease off, just looking for ways to calm themselves, to calm down, just looking for some positivity, just looking for ways to just ease the stress and to calm the fright, or to take away the feelings of depression, fright, nervousness, anything, those feelings inside. They're just looking for ways, outlets to just let them go. So they're spending more time on their phone, looking for things that would make them happy, looking for things that would keep them engaged. So what better way to create visibility for yourself and to be in front of people and to be top of mind than to leverage social media? So you want to put out posts, make cakes, the things you do, the practices that you're having at home. Some of us started our businesses during the pandemic last year during the lockdown, and we are just fairly new in the business. So the things you're trying out, the things you're doing, you want to put them online so that people will get to know, people will get to see, people in your neighborhood, your environment, your locality will be aware that you do this kind of things. And don't make it all about just selling. We now sell cakes, we now sell loaf, we now sell treats, we now do this, we now do that. You also want to create fun content. All right, bring people along to decorate with you. I know that last year, lots of creators or lots of bakers became creators. They became creators and that they started doing videos to entertain with their baking. So through their baking, they were showing us how to get things done. Some people were putting out recipes that people could try. They were bake along channels, bake along sessions, bake along live classes, bake along live sessions. Some were paid, most were free. People were just doing things to keep their customers and keep those around them engaged and busy, so that they take their mind off whatever fear or whatever feeling they might be having. So this is one thing you want to do. First of all, use social media to create visibility for your brand, to create brand awareness, to let people know that this is what you offer, this is what you do, you're new into the business, this is what you do, or you've been in the business for long and you're still open to taking orders even though there is a lockdown. So leverage social media, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, which other one, WhatsApp status, put on your WhatsApp status. A lot of this, there are so many that I can't even mention. So try and find yourself on these platforms where your target audience are, or where your target markets, the people in your target markets are, and then do things to keep them enlightened, do things to keep them engaged, do things to make them have fun, to entertain them. This would help you not only create awareness for your brand, but would also keep you top of mind, so that people, when they need to have like snacks, they need to have treats or whatever they need, they can easily remember you. They know, oh, this brand, there's this cake person I usually see on TikTok that dances with her finished cakes, or that comes to show us how to eat, show us how to eat or how to cut cakes. There's this person I know, what's her name? And they try to remember. You are top of mind. You're not far away. They're not trying to guess, because they know you, because you're always constantly putting out content. You're right there in their faces, and so you are top of mind. The second thing I'll be sharing is that you should take note of peak periods. Now, because of the lockdown, people are they're not throwing parties in some countries, not everywhere. Like in some countries, and if this is particular to your country, please try and practice these things. And if your country is not in a lockdown, these tips are also very, very applicable. You can tweak them, use them as strategies. They are effective and they will work. So take note of peak periods. Peak periods are periods when people maybe want a lunch break, periods when people are having, maybe there's a little holiday, periods when people are just waking up to one breakfast. So you can decide, I want to be giving out maybe croissants or maybe pastries. I don't know what snacks are peculiar to you in your environment, in your locality, in your country, in your neighborhood, but snacks that people would usually want to take at certain times of the day. So like in the morning when they wake up, maybe before breakfast, they want to take this snack, they want to take this particular thing, they want to take this particular maybe mix, maybe it's a tea, maybe a drink. You can begin to leverage those times and take note of those periods and then offer services for those times. So if it's in the morning or lunch hours or in the evening or in the afternoon, they take these things before they sleep or whatever it is, what is peculiar to you in your environment. You want to focus on this and create products for this time. So let them know, in this community, this is what I'm offering at this time of the day. Would have these products available, this is what we have, this is what we can deliver to you, and you'll see that people will be open to it. Don't get discouraged if it's just one order you're getting per time or two orders, or you're trying, putting out your best and people are not responding. The key thing here is consistency. The key thing here is persistence. All right, so be persistent in putting out those products, informing people, putting out your ads and creating that awareness, telling people via phone or whatever platform you can use to communicate to people that this is what you do, these are the products you're offering at this time of the day, so that they can be ready and they can place in their orders whenever they're ready. All right, and now because of social distancing due to the lockdown, you also want to focus on keeping their health or your health, keeping your health and theirs a priority. Okay, so you don't want to meddle with anything that would cause you to begin to have contacts. That's why we have things that we refer to now as contactless delivery. So make it easy for the people. They want to stay at home, they can't go out, even if there are opportunities for them to go out at certain hours or times of the day, they would rather be indoors. They do not want to risk their health or the health of their loved ones, and you as well. You don't want to risk your health and the health of your family or your loved ones as well. So introduce things that will promote social distancing and that would reduce you coming in contact with people. So these include things like drive-throughs. They can drive through and pick up whatever they need, or contactless delivery. You can do curbside delivery, so you can just go drop it at the doorstep or drop it on the curb and they can come pick it up, so you have no contact whatsoever with them. Please still maintaining the safety precautions, still taking note of these things. So you drop it off and let them know you dropped it off. So you come and pick it where it is, let them know where you dropped it, and come and pick it. Keep it in a good place. Hygiene is also important. So contactless deliveries, curbside deliveries, drive-throughs. You can just look for ways to make them know that, okay, your health is important and their health is important as well, and that you have strategies, you have things in place, you have processes in place to ensure that they are safe and you are safe as well. So this is one of the things you should do and you should leverage on. Looking at the times, this is very, very important. Okay, so number 4 is to create a menu. Create a menu. So if you're not getting cake orders, maybe because of the lockdown, people are not really celebrating, there are no parties going on, people are not having picnics, people can go out, they're just indoors. I know presently there's some countries that are in lockdown at the moment, so people are not going out, you can't celebrate, you can't do big parties. Even for those that are not on the strict lockdown conditions, they can't throw large parties anymore, they can't have large gatherings or meetings anymore. You want to create menus, things that are smaller sized. Okay, so if they're not buying cakes because they're not doing parties, they're not celebrating so much, or they're not having big gatherings, create menu, treat boxes, create little things, mini cakes. There's this cake they do now, I can't remember the name, but I'll try bento cakes. So you can make bento cakes that people can just eat and finish in a day or two. They can just eat and finish in a couple of hours with their families, with their loved ones. Mini cakes, on iced cakes, plain cakes, cake cuts, treat boxes that you put a couple of things inside. maybe geo hearts, breakable hearts, macarons. What else do you have? So many treats, chocolate, candies, candy bars, chocolate bars. Just think of things that you can create with cakes, so they don't have to be whole cakes, but you can break these things, you can cut these cakes up, drizzle chocolate over them and it turns to something else, drizzle chocolate over them, it turns to another beautiful treat, put sprinkles on them, drizzle chocolate over them, put them together in a pack, it will look nice. So there are so many things you can do. Create a menu, put out this menu, let them know that this is what we have. It doesn't have to be the same thing every day. So you can see on Mondays we are open and this is what we have on the menu. On Wednesdays we are open from this time to this time. This is what we have on the menu. So if you like to place your order, you can place it ahead of time and they would know, they'll be accustomed to these times, and also they will flow with you in placing their orders with these treats that you have available. And those that are open to still having cakes, that wouldn't mind having cakes and treats to share with their families, to have small celebrations, you can also make this available to them. All right. The fifth thing I would share with you is to be innovative and creative. So you can come up with other things that have to do with cakes but are not necessarily cakes. So you can still keep your cake business going and you can still bring in revenue. All right. So you can still bring in income. You can still earn income because, of course, there are bills to pay. The fact that you're in a lockdown doesn't mean that your bills have stopped. All right. Now, when I know that some countries have things in place, I've forgotten what they call this thing now. They have some funds they give out to people this period. They did it last year in some countries, but I don't know about now. So while this might also be there, it is not enough and it won't suffice. So you should also have a means of gaining or bringing in income as well to help your family and to help yourself sustain this, to be sustained this period. Okay, so be innovative, be creative. Last year I know someone who launched a product for kids, or two, I know about two businesses or thereabouts that made packages. So they put the things together for you to decorate, put the things together for you to bake. I watched a YouTube video where this person mentioned that she got some cake items from a baker. So they have this package where they put ingredients for baking for you, and they also have the directions, so you can just put this together, mix, and then you have your cake. So that is one thing you can do. Have a bake with me kit, have a decorate with me kit, have a decorate cupcakes with me kit, have a bake a banana bread with me kit, whatever you can call it. Easy things that they can do without stress. You know, they are not professional bakers, but easy things that they can do to still share with their loved ones. So probably they have a birthday party and maybe they're having a Zoom party. You can send these little things in batches to their houses. You can do contactless deliveries, I beg your pardon. Drop these things at their homes, and then at a certain time everybody comes online and they bake. Okay, even if you want to take it further, you can be the host. So you can host them to a bake with me party, you can host them to a decorate with me party. So maybe you deliver an iced cakes, you can show them how to decorate, of course for a fee. So these are ways you can innovate, these are ways you can be creative, come up with creative things, products, services that you can still use to sustain your business through this period until the lockdown is over, hopefully by God's grace. Now I'll be adding a bonus point, which is that you should work with what you have. So don't break your head, don't break your stress trying to think, oh, this is available, this client has brought this design to me and they want exactly the same, and this is a lockdown. Most things are not available at the stores, most things are not available to order online, and they say they want exactly, how am I going to do it, where am I going to buy it from? Work with what is available to you. Like I rightly mentioned, some things are not available. Things are not available like they used to. Hopefully they will begin to produce more of them, but there are some basic things that you know that you need that are not available in your region or in your location at this time. Let the clients know, communicate with them and let them know that this is what you have available, this is what you can do, this is what you can use as a substitute, this is what you can use, maybe using flowers instead of fruits, maybe using chocolates instead of something else. Let them know that this is what is available, and I believe they'll be able to understand. Another thing I'll be sharing with you is that you should try and cut costs. Try and cut costs with your design. I'm not saying try and cut corners. Please note that there's a difference between these two. So try and cut costs, not cut corners. Okay, so there are things that you can use that will make your work easier. You don't have to do so much tasking designs that would mean you buying things that are expensive, things that you will spend a lot of money to get, and at the end of the day it will drive your customers away. Look for how to save costs. Okay, look for how to save costs, and then also look for ways to help your customers in the same vein, using what's available to you and what's available within your locality and within your means. So I believe that these tips have been able to help you. They're going to shed light, they're going to serve as inspiration for you to keep your business running during this lockdown. You want to also leverage online. How could I have forgotten this? Leverage having a website. Like, you need a website so that people can place their orders online. In fact, it's the number one thing, if I may say. Use or number two, but have a website where people can easily place their orders, and all you need to do is to just have it delivered to them. So you have a website where you have your products listed, you have pictures of your products, and then you have a payment portal as well, so that they can make payments, and then it's just for you to make and deliver their cakes. You have an order form where they can fill in what they want, specifications, size, flavors, colors, if there are changes they need to make, anything they need to make, and they communicate you through email, whatever it is. So leverage having you need a website. It will help you to take off a bulk of the stress, so you don't have to go through back and forth conversations and all of that, people negotiating, people wanting to drag your time and use up so much of your time trying to price your cakes and all of that. So this would really help. Get a WordPress website, a Wix website, something that is very easy. A one-page website could even be a landing page, just so that you can use to communicate and process your orders, so that it will make things a lot more easier for you. Thank you so much for watching this video up till this point. If this video has been of use to you, has been of value to you, please like this video. Drop me a kind comment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to give this video a thumbs up. Okay, drop me a kind comment. If you have questions as well, you can drop them in the comments. Okay, until I see you in the next video, stay happy, stay safe, and stay blessed.